He left having played about as much football as any Husker who came before him. Dedrick Young started 43 games as a Nebraska linebacker out of the 50 played during his career. He was the first Husker to have more than 60 tackles in 4 different seasons. After a senior season with 83 tackles, his 284 tackles in his career rank 5th all-time on news charts, just 1 behind Lavonte David and 3 behind the great Mike Brown. By the way, how monstrous was David? His 285 tackles came in 2 years. When you're in the middle of Nebraska's defense during some lean years, sometimes the sharp critiques come as much as the love. It always seemed that way with Young. Yes, his position coach last year, Barrett Ruud, who happens to be Nebraska's all-time tackles leader with 432, knows better than anyone that Young's longevity as a starter at Nebraska didn't come without the right attitude and abilities not many possess. There may be flaws found on film, but Young's resume as a Husker will read well to NFL personnel giving him a look over heading into the draft. He's played a lot of football, Ruud said as Young's career was winding down. Never complains about anything, doesn't say a whole lot, but extremely tough. He represents Nebraska very well. I think a lot of people would be proud of how he carries himself on and off the field. He's had a good career. Really has. I'm excited to hopefully get him going out the right way. Young will try to further his case on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. when he competes in the NFL Collegiate Bowl at the Rose Bowl. The game will be broadcast on Fox Sports 1. He was always a man of limited words in front of the media, although not as quiet around teammates, coaches and players will tell you. Because of that, he probably drew fewer headlines than most 4-year starters who come through this program. But Ruud, who played 8 years in the NFL, described Young at times in 2018 as the most versatile backer he had and felt the linebacker had a strong understanding of the concepts being shown him. Ruud also made it clear before Young's senior season that the linebacker was growing as a player as he learned to run through tackles better, instead of always trying to come to balance to make the hit. It wasn't like he wasn't physical or wasn't tough, Ruud said. It's just being taught different ways to play. As soon as Dedrick bought into that this spring, he was more physical. It's not always "this guy's not a physical player," it's learning how to do it too. And he is a physical player. Young hopes to show some of that today. The toughest job interview there is for a player has now begun.